Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and this is Jazzy Budgets. It's Friday, so we are focusing on our debt and also paying myself back. And so let's go ahead and get started with our debt tracker. I'm going to move that binder out of the way. And I'm gonna tilt my planner here. For some reason I have to write sideways, and that's the only way it's gonna look correct. So like every video, we are gonna start with my debt tracker, and everything that I have that's not mine will be listed down below in the description. So this week for my collection account, I'm able to add an extra $30 to my payment. Now I do pay, I think $148 a month to pay off this collection, but like I say in every video, I plan on paying this off way before then because I need it off my credit report. But I was able to budget in $30 for this. So in the debt column here, I'm gonna write collection. Number 1. Oh, and I did buy some new pens, but I don't have them by me, so I'll probably use them next week. Okay, so collection number 1, our beginning balance was $2,996. I get my beginning balance from my last ending balance. And so on my calculator, 2,996 minus $30 brings us to $2,966. 2,966. That is what I'm writing in my end balance. So that is a difference of 30. And I paid this, what's today's date? I think today is the 27th, I think. Okay, so that is our $30 for the week. And I did get some questions about, where do I get extra money from? Plasma. I get it from plasma donations. I get it from doing my brother's hair. I am a licensed esthetician, so if I do facials, waxes, if I sell sourdough bread, anything like that. Honestly, if I didn't spend a lot of money this week, I'll move it to debt. But yeah, it's all side hustle. So at the end of the month, I'm gonna pull all of this money and make an additional payment. So this month, since this is the last Friday of February, I'm making an additional payment of $20, $40, $45, and $50 on top of what I normally pay every single month. That's just how I'm gonna do that. There's no interest payment on anything, so I just want to get it over with as fast as possible. Also, if you guys have any questions about anything, please do not hesitate to ask me in the comments. I didn't realize how well my debt videos would do until, this is the third time, but you guys seem to be interested in it, and I'm more than willing to talk about my debt journey and how I got to where I am, because it was not all peaches and cream. If you've only watched one of my debt videos, I've been put through the ringer, and it took me a while to come to the point to where I had extra money to, one, do savings challenges and be consistent every single week. And then on top of that, being able to get out of credit card debt. So if you ask me any questions, I'll write them all down and then I can answer them in my next video. But next we're gonna go to my payback. And my payback is just money I have taken from my savings to pay for various things. Not really emergencies, but just things that I didn't, put into my budget, and I don't want the money to just go to waste. Or not really go to waste, but I don't want me to think like it's okay to just be reckless with your money. And so paying myself back is holding me accountable. And so I had a starting balance of $3,917 that I took from various sinking funds and savings. And so this week I was able to budget in $40 for my payback. So in the debt column, I'm gonna write payback. I had a balance, again, in the beginning balance, I'm gonna put whatever this end balance was, so $3,897. And so let me put that on the calculator. $3,897, and I'm able to put 40 minus 40 gives us $3,857. So in the end balance, I'm gonna write $3,857. and that's a difference of $40. And I paid this on 2/27. So here's my payback envelope. Now I have $60 that I can pay myself back at the end of the month. I probably won't show this in my reallocation video, only because it's coming from various sinking funds, and I don't know what sinking funds are a priority for me to pay back first, but just know that these two envelopes will be empty at the beginning of March. So I'm gonna set those back there, and we're gonna move into, let's move into our 12 months of Disney since we're already in this planner. Okay, let me get out everything that I need. So I have my envelope here, and then I always play with $20 because I pull 5 cards and each challenge is gonna get $5. So here is my cards for everything that I need for this challenge. My $20 is gonna go right into this envelope, and I'm gonna pull 5 cards. I'm not gonna shuffle it only because I wanna make sure we hit every challenge. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's see what our first challenge is gonna be. The first one is gonna be September, and let's go to number 9. So right here, let me move this. Okay, so this one was from Weekly Budgets, and let's see. This one is a roll and save. So Weekly Budgets, we are going to, I don't think I'm going, how should I do this? Honestly, I think I'm gonna just go in order. And yeah, I'm just gonna go in order. Or should I play it how it normally is supposed to be? Okay, we're just gonna go, here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're just gonna do it that way. Because otherwise I bet I'm gonna be here all day if I do the roll and go back and things like that. But this is super cute. So there's $5 going into this challenge. The next one here is going to be one of our bonuses. And this is a bonus from Budgeting with Lysandra. And again, this one saves 25. So I'm gonna color in all the ones. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna have to make a note that these are higher than 5. Okay, our next one here is gonna be July. And July is from Save with Glow. Again, this gets $5. So let's do this 3 and this 2. Oh, how many cards did I pull? I pulled 1 extra card, so let me put that back. I'm only supposed to pull 4 cards. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and the last one here is number 1, and this is from Steph's on a Budget. Each one of our letters is worth $1, and then the icons are worth 2. Let's do the icons and then a letter just in case we run into like a little problem. I want to make sure that I have the letters left. So I'm going to do 2, 4, and then a letter. Okay, perfect. So that's it for our 12 months of Disney collab for 2026. And then now I'm gonna move into the Disney Sidekick collab, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I play the Sidekick collab just like I do my tinies on Tuesday. I'm gonna roll 2 6-sided dice, whatever number it lands on. That challenge is gonna get 1 bill. I do have $30, and I do have $20 worth of 5s, just so we can push some of these along, because there is over 100 challenges. And so I'm gonna make sure that we start circling in some more creators. But let's go ahead and roll these 2 6-sided dice. So we have 2 and 2. That's good because I don't think Save with Glow got anything last week. We have 4 and 6. 1 and 4. I'm curious to know about everyone's debt journey. Like, where are you at? How do you plan to tackle it? I've always just been curious. 1 and 2. Let's see, 3 and 3. We only have 2 more rolls. Ooh. 3 and 2, and then our last roll is going to 1 and 3. Aw, this one didn't get anything. That's okay. So let me put this one back here. And let's see, can y'all see? All right, so we are starting with What's Poppin' Sunshine. She got $2 today, so I can cross off 2 more carats. Here's 1 and 2. Now this has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Up next, we have Overthinking and Budgeting. Sorry if you guys hear my dog grunting. She hears something outside and I don't know. And she won't stop if I tell her to. I love this color. Purple is one of my favorite colors along with pink. Okay, so $5. And so here's 1, 2. And so we finished the first one. And then here's 3, 4, and 5. So let's see, this one should have saved us $8 on here. So let me write that on here. 8, right? So now this has a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and $11. And I don't know which challenge I'm going to use to pay myself back. I don't know which one is going to go towards my collection account. I'm just going to make that decision once I finish it because, like I said, I plan on paying off that collection by the end of March. So I may not even need it. And then we're going to move on to the next collection account. I have 3 total, but I'm starting with my highest one. Okay. Up next, we have Dawn Sunrise Budgeting, and she got $5, $6, $7, and $8 today. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. So we finished another one. And so we're going to move this to the back. And we only have 1 more left. That's exciting. Okay. Now this one has a total of 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and $20. Okay. Up next, we have Save with Glow. I made each of the ballerina slippers 1 instead of like a pair, just for a little extra savings. And so this week she got 5, 6, 7, and 8. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yay, we finished our first one with Save with Glow. And so this was able to save us on this first challenge 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14. That's awesome. 14. And on to the next one. All right, last but not least, we have Divine Savings Co. And this week she got a total of $7. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we finished our first one. And 7. These are too cute. Okay, so this first one should have saved us 8. And we should have a total of 9. So let's move that to the back. And so here's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so I'm gonna put all of these back into the envelopes, but while I'm doing that, I wanna talk to you guys about starting the cash stuffing method and how to track your budget. So when I first started this method, the one thing that set me up for failure is one, having too many categories. And what I mean by that, I would literally have an envelope for Amazon, one for Target, one for Walmart, one for Ulta. Like it was just way too many categories. And it felt like the savings that I was having was not adding up, or wasn't adding up as quickly. Also, another habit I had to break was not spending money I didn't have. That's exactly why I ended up in the situation with my credit card debt, because I would spend my credit and I will also spend my cash. And you can't do that. Now I strictly spend on my credit card. I do not spend any type of cash unless it's in my cash wallet. Like, I give myself an allowance every single week. And so other than that, it strictly goes on my credit card. The money sits in my bank account until I have to make a payment. Another thing that I do is I would make a payment on my credit card once a week instead of waiting until the end of the month. That just helps me stay on budget. You know, that may not be necessary for you, but for me, that helps keep me on track, so I know what I'm spending in a month. Not in a month, but I know what I'm spending in a week. It stops me from overspending, because I'm just like, oh, okay, now, like, you didn't need to get that from Ulta. You didn't need to get that from wherever. Also, when you have physical cash, it's a lot easier to be like, this money is dwindling away so fast than if you were just swiping on your credit card. Those are just things to help me. That may not help you, but if you're looking for another way to save money or to find how you can cut back, you have to be mindful, one, of what you're spending, two, knowing what you're buying on, and three, know your budget. Because if you don't know what's coming in and you don't know what's coming out, and it's just like, I don't have any money at the end of the month or at the end of the paycheck, it's probably there's a misalignment somewhere. And so you have to figure out where that gap is or where that hole is, and you have to plug it. So cut off unnecessary streaming services. If you go out to eat with your friends every single week, is that really in your budget? Are you buying excess groceries and you know you have a fridge and freezer full of food? It's just little things like that that will help you get on track. When I first started the cash stuffing method, and I had like my wallet and it said like gas, envelope for me, envelope for eating out, groceries, I only gave myself $5 every 2 weeks. That was it. That's all I could afford until I got my finances under control. And then I moved up to $10, $15, $20. And now I give myself $60 a week to spend on outside of, you know, my daily necessities. And honestly, I always have money left over because I budget so much that I don't need to, you know, overspend or feel the need to overspend. But thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having wonderful savings to go towards your debt or whatever you're saving for. But again, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.